Season 5 of Warzone and Cold War is here, and with it are some fun looking new weapons, including the Tech 9, Marshall and the EM2. This is on top of the CX9, which was released just a couple of weeks ago. You probably want to try them out and give them the best chance you can, but to do that you need to rank them up to a decent level first. I get that, which is why I made this video. We'll start with multiplayer on Cold War first, before heading into a little bit of zombies and then Warzone. In Cold War multiplayer, Fireteam, Dirty Bomb and other Fireteam modes are the best, since they give out a lot more weapon XP per kill than other modes. So one kill at lower levels of your weapon will rank it up, whilst just a few kills will still rank up the weapon at later higher levels. This method is all about kills, so don't worry too much about the objective, just play to your strengths and try and get as many kills as possible. This game mode is a lot longer, so gives you plenty of opportunity to get flying through the ranks. This approach depends massively on your ability to rack up kills. If that's not your playstyle or you just want to chill, or maybe Fireteam isn't your bag, there are loads of other good methods too, so don't worry. Staying in Cold War multiplayer, lean towards Hardpoint or Domination or just Nuketown and any new map 24/7 rotations. Due to the modes, size of the map, or just the fact no one knows the new maps yet, there's lots and lots of engagements and opportunity for kills. If you're struggling in these modes, maybe even try Hardcore, where even your low ranked weapons can get kills fairly easily. Fireteam is still marginally better, but these are great methods too. A tip when you're in these modes is to remember assists get you a good amount of weapon XP too, so be quite trigger happy and pop bullets into bodies even if you don't think you can quite get the full kill. Now let's talk zombies. Head into Outbreak and get to work. That's almost everything really. Mini tips include don't pick the nukes that drop because you want to kill as many zombies with your weapon as possible. In addition, try and kill as many boss zombies as possible as they give out huge amounts of XP. As you advance through Outbreak and you activate various events, more and more zombies will spawn, of varying difficulty, giving you ample chance to rank up that weapon. Obviously, upgrading your weapon and pack-a-punching it when possible is even more useful, just to be more efficient in game. Doing 3 levels of this can rank up your weapon 20 to 30 times, and that's without double weapon XP active. On top of this, it will of course rank you up and progress you through the battle pass quite a lot as well. Past level 3, when zombies start to get a little tougher, there's diminishing returns for weapon XP because they take longer to die, meaning you get less weapon XP per minute played. So if you wanted to be as efficient as possible, it may be worth leaving and starting up again at level 1. Right, it's time for leveling up weapons in Warzone. A little tip for you is that you can rank up your weapon before you even get into the game. If you're loading a plunder match, you can choose the loadout you play the pre-game with, and XP gained in there actually counts towards your weapon rank. Sneaky, but it all helps. There are 2 main ways of ranking up your weapon fast in Warzone. The first is to get loads of kills with it, the other is to complete loads of contracts with it. To get loads of kills, Plunder is a great option because you spawn in with your loadout and you respawn. Head over to Storage Town, which has quickly become the place to throw down and just get to work. If you want that extra little bit of a helping hand, you can put on Stopping Power as your field upgrade, which you also get to choose in Plunder. Remember though that it does increase recoil slightly, so if you're using something a bit bouncy at distance already, maybe don't bother. Alternatively, Rebirth Island is a good option if you can get your loadout and keep it. The kills route can be great, but inconsistent if you have a bad game or two, whereas the second option of completing contracts is much more consistent and, well, relaxing. To go down the contract route, again, Plunder is best, but it can be done pretty successfully on Resurgence when playing Rebirth Island as well, if you have a decent squad with you. I mean, even standard Battle Royale is possible, but you don't spawn in with your loadout, so it can be a little riskier. Contracts, of course, give you varying amounts of rank XP and weapon XP, as well as in-game cash for each one you complete. Recons, supply runs and scavengers give 500 XP for each one you complete, whilst bounties give 750. Most wanteds offer even more, although are significantly more difficult to complete, especially in Plunder when people are constantly respawning with their loadout. By the way, be sure to have the weapon out that you want to rank up when you do complete the contract, as this is the weapon that actually receives the weapon XP. Although recons and supply runs offer the least XP per completion, they can be completed much quicker than the others. Scavenger contracts are usually highly competed for, and in Plunder each box spawns hundreds of meters away, unlike in normal Battle Royale when they're usually quite close. So the best technique is to keep picking up recons and supply runs, and use a vehicle, ideally a chopper since it has the best mobility of all, but these are heavily contested. Really, any vehicle will do, especially with a trophy on it to avoid people trying to spoil the party with RPGs or whatever. In Rebirth, if you can get it right with your loadout and a good team around you, you can get into the 10 times contract multipliers, and it starts to get a little bit ridiculous, but it is much riskier than plunder. Ideally, contract spamming is best with a squad of players you know. You can all spread out across the map, keep picking up the contracts, and complete them even faster. If you don't have a squad, I actually advise to not fill the lobby in plunder, because if you die and your squad are off in Narnia somewhere, you're gonna spawn in a bad place, and they might pick up contracts that you don't want. When in plunder, be sure to keep a lookout for the overtime bonus, where all contracts pay out 1.5 times what they normally do. So if you do a recon or supply run contract in this time, you'll get 750 XP rather than the usual 500. If there are limited time game modes like Warzone Rumble and Payload or something similar active, where you can still spawn in with your loadout, by all means give them a go, as they can keep the game interesting and offer something a bit different. I admit driving around completing supply runs for a couple of hours isn't too fun. All of this, of course, can be helped along with double weapon XP tokens and double XP weekends, so be sure to keep an eye out for them. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already for more Warzone videos, shorts and streams. Bye for now.